Mine, I got it. We're good.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a little bit about me, and why I decided to start this business. I started this business because my circumstances have changed in my life. So like I said, with the oil and gas industry, things had taken a turn, of course, right? And I knew that something had to change. I knew that I didn't want to give up the lifestyle that I was living. And I knew that I didn't want my children to have to go through that transition either, of giving up the lifestyle that they have been used to living. Because if any of you on here have children or know people with children, you know that the older children get, the more expensive they get. And as a colleague of mine says, every time they walk out the door, there's like a $50 bill attached to their head, right? So there's always room for that extra income. So that's what this business has been for me. It's given me the opportunity to actually maintain a stable and consistent lifestyle while not having to give up my time. Let's just say that. So like I said, it isn't for everyone. The business isn't for everyone. And if it isn't a fit for you, that's totally okay. We just ask you guys to listen tonight with an open heart, open mind, like I said. And then if you do have people that are interested that you think would be interested or would like to hear about this business or would benefit from it in any way, then please feel free to share that with them. And Wendy and I are here to answer those questions, of course. Oftentimes, starting a business is about timing and educating yourself about the options that are available to you in your life, right? So this may just provide a solution to you in your life right now, or maybe down the road, who knows. Before I get into any more about the business, I'm going to hand it over to Wendy, and Wendy is going to tell you a little bit about herself. I know some of you know her, maybe from a friendship standpoint or a co-worker. I don't know what your relationships are with her. But I have a feeling that there may be some things about her that you don't know in regards to this business and why she's done it and what her connection is to Arbonne. So I'll hand it over to you, Wendy.
Okay, so I'm up. I don't really like the spotlight as much as I pretend I do. But anyway, Connie gave me some homework to do initially when we decided to do this call. She told me to really start thinking about why did I choose, or why is Arbonne a fit for me? And I mean, most of you have been to an event or heard me talking about Arbonne already and know that I've been using the products for at least, I'd say, 8 years. Fell in love with them, love that they're clean, they're pure, they're beneficial, they give results, love the fact that they feel good, love the way they make my skin feel. I love the nutrition line, and it tastes so yummy, like the protein shakes and stuff like that. So, you know, I've been using the products for years. I've always been a firm believer of the products. But to become a consultant, that was kind of me stepping out of my comfort zone. I told Connie about Arbonne all those years ago when she saw me with my little orange skincare line. And she was like, what's that? And I use Dr. Belzer and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, she eventually got on the Arbonne kick. But it wasn't from me, sadly. I told her about it, but I didn't really know enough about, I guess, the product to go into the nitty gritty of it. So why I became a consultant? I'm going to say the main reason why I became a consultant is because of Connie, really. As she said, we're pretty tight. She's been my person. She's been like a big sis to me my entire life, my role model, and anything that I could do to help that girl out, I was always all in. So when she was like, hey, you need to get on this bandwagon with me, and we need to take these Arbonne trips together, and, you know, I need you to meet all the girls in the group, like, it'd be awesome. I was like, you know what, fine, okay, I'll do it. I'll sign up, I'll be a consultant. At the very minimum, I'll get my own product that I love at an awesome price. So that's what I did. I joined, and I've been surprisingly shocked with how well I actually enjoy the consultant part of it. Since becoming a consultant and growing with this team, I guess the one thing that kind of stood out to me and that kind of was a little eye-opener was how awesome this team is. I mean, these are strangers that I met back in October virtually through our team meetings, and they've become like a little group of women who just pump me up and inspire me every single week to just push myself a little further. They are an amazing group of women. They provide so much guidance and encouragement, and I've seen how they can really make this business very successful. And the girls are from all different walks of life, as Connie said. I mean, there's retired teachers, right, Connie? Because I mean, people just gave up their teachers, RNs, I mean, doctors. There's people of every different walk of life in this business and in different phases of your business. You can be in your 20s, you can be in your 50s. It really doesn't matter. There's people that are like managers for years and now they're starting Arbonne. So, you know, anyone can really work this business. It truly can work for anyone if you really want it, right? But I mean, it's not for everybody. So, but if you really want it, it can be for anyone. The also thing that I found quite surprising was the compensation. So Connie, once I signed up as a consultant, she's like, okay, let's get some events planned. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's make you some money. So, you know, I called on my closest buds. I was like, hey, you need to host some events for me. And that's what we did. We hosted some events, and I didn't think I'd enjoy it. I didn't think I'd enjoy explaining the product. I didn't think I'd enjoy doing the makeovers, but it's fun. It's actually a fun girls' night, just to play with makeup, to make everybody feel great. It's quite entertaining, actually. And then I started getting checks, and I was like, okay, what do I do with this? And why am I getting this much? And how do I get paid this? And Connie's just like, don't worry about it. Just seriously, deposit your money. Just keep working and just forget about it. Just keep going. Just keep going. So that's what I did. So here I am trudging along now as district manager. So I'm in the first level of management. And I managed to get that first level within 1 month, which I'm telling you, like, there's ways to work this business that you would never have imagined. And I mean, most of you know I'm a part-time RN. I work Emerge. It's busy. It's crazy. I have 2 kids and I have a husband who works a lot. He works a lot. So I work part-time as a nurse because that's what works for us as a family. So to be able to fit this literally in the nooks and crannies is really what makes me keep going at this. Like, I could sit down here after supper and someone could send me a message and be like, hey, I want this and this and this. And I'll plug in an order before I go to work. It's like easy peasy. And it really is easy peasy cash. So I guess, like, initially my why was, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to help Connie out. And I'm just going to get my own products at a good price. Now, my why is changing. It's changing gradually each and every day as I see what the company has been doing for others. I mean, like I said, it's allowed people to retire at the age of 40, at the age of 30. Like, there's girls in this business that are making a whole lot of coin and they're in their 20s, like a whole lot of coin. I mean, coin you'd never get paid in a corporate world, no matter how hard you worked, you just wouldn't make that kind of coin. And, you know, I've seen how it changes and it helps people, it changes their lives for their families. It helps people take their fancy trips. So I guess my why now has kind of revamped a little, and I've realized what the business could do for me. I work part-time. I know I'm not going to have a great pension when I retire. I know I started late. Nursing was my second degree, so I started that profession late. So I know I'm not going to have a great retirement. But guess what? Arbonne is now my plan B. Number one. That's my plan B. It's my plan B. It's my fallback on. It's my little extra cash at the end of the month. And it can be my retirement plan. Like Arbonne truly can be my retirement plan. It can also be my trips that I want to take with my family. It could be the fancy shoes that I want to buy. So really, my why changed from being a consultant because I want to get my products at a good price to now my why is, hey, sky's the limit. This business can take me wherever I want it to take me if I really dig deep, right? So at the end of the day, it will be whatever I choose it to be. So that's my why. That's it. That's all.
Awesome. Isn't that awesome? Right? Like, I mean, and it's so true. Most people that start this business don't start this business ever thinking it was something they would do. And most people are just like Wendy, and they just go, okay, whatever, I'll just get a discount or for whatever reason, right? And then they start to see the success in the business and how it can really contribute and add value to their lives. And that's exactly how my story evolved as well. So like I said, my business is now at the point where I earn a full-time income by working part-time hours and still being at home and available to my children while maintaining a lifestyle that they've always had, even though our circumstances have changed dramatically. Okay? So a lot of change in our life, but able to maintain that lifestyle and provide my children with a life that I never thought I would be able to provide them with on my own. So that's huge for me. So my why is my children. My why is because I'm their person, right? And they need me at the end of the day. So it's not just about providing finances and money and their necessities for them. Because guys, money is a commodity and money is a necessity. Money comes and goes in life, and you can make money any way you want to make money, right? But for me, what's important is the time that I get with my children, is the time that I get. I get one chance on this earth, and I want to make a difference in their lives, and I want to make a difference in other people's lives, and I want them to learn how to go out there and make a difference in people's lives as well. So that's what I'm passionate about, and that's what this business has enabled me to do. So it's enabling me to live out my passion and to learn to dream again. And that may sound cliche or tacky, but believe you me, it may sound like that in the beginning, but if this business or anything like this is something you'd ever decided to venture upon, it wouldn't sound cliche or tacky to you for too long. Pretty soon it would be clicking with you and you'd just feel it in here. So I'm going to start off and give you the nuts and bolts of the business. We'll get right down to it. I'm going to just slide through. I have a ton of slides here, and don't let it scare you. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just going to go through a few of them, and I'm just going to pick out some important points of the business, why Arbonne and why I've chosen this business, and how I feel it could add value to your life. Okay, so if you have any questions along the way, or if you have any comments, just like I said, shoot them in the chat or just text Wendy, and she's paying attention to that. Okay. So first, I'm going to start off just with sharing with you 3 reasons why we're having such amazing success as a company, and in turn, why that might be able to help you. This company has been hugely successful, and of course, us consultants in the business, most of us have been very successful with it as well, like Wendy just attested to. So there's 3 reasons for that. First off, we attract great people who are looking for a better life, even a better life. Even if you have the greatest life now, just looking for a better life. We do, like Wendy said, have successful people from all age groups and all education backgrounds. We have people that have not been in the workforce for a long time, like myself, in the background, working for my husband's company. I hadn't been out in the workforce for a long time. And we have people like full-time doctors that have taken on this business and have made it work for them. This business is almost 40 years old. In 1980, it was the founder of this business was Peter Morick. Peter had the vision of providing pure, safe, and beneficial products to ordinary people. The really neat thing about this, guys, is 40 years ago, this gentleman had the vision to do that. So now, today, clean, pure, safe products have become a trend, and everybody is kind of jumping on that bandwagon, right? the really cool thing is because we've been in this business for so long, we do have the cutting edge on that industry. We have the knowledge, and we have the scientific research and the experience behind us, right? So Petter was a man who believed that if you made more people millionaires, you could truly change the world. He was a man who truly believed in giving back, and he believed that in giving you receive. He was a very generous, amazing man, actually. So what he did was, with his amazing product that he developed and his philosophy and his business model, that's exactly what he went out there to do. He wanted to teach people and help people to earn more so that they could be more, do more, and at the end of the day, most importantly, give more. How did he do that? Well, he did it just by this. He did it by doing exactly what we're doing here tonight, by educating people on how to choose healthier products and how to teach other people to then go out and teach other people to do that. And at the same time, you're earning an extra stream of income. So that alone speaks of great value to me, because to stand behind a company that's very ethical and has that belief of giving back to our community, to society, and to others, that means a huge amount to me. We are at the beginning of global expansion. So we're in other countries. We're currently in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, and Taiwan. And we are expanding into other potential new markets. So the really cool thing about this business that I love is that we can build the business in all Arbonne markets all over the world. We are constantly moving into new markets, new countries. And because the internet's made the world such a small place, we have that ability now that we can do our business locally or we can do it globally, because all you need is this. That's all you need to do your business is this phone. It really doesn't take any more than that. We are owned by Groupe Richer. Groupe Richer is a well-established international company, and they have business in over 100 different countries, and they have over $3 billion in sales annually. So for those of you guys that like numbers and like to hear business logistics, that's a little tidbit there. So we're given the support to grow a thriving global business ourselves, because of course we have this huge establishment that are in 100 countries that's there to support us and show us the way. And I think that speaks volumes. Number two, I love getting this point out there to everyone. Arbonne is the #1 social marketing global brand for healthy living from the inside out. Essentially, that's what we do, is we educate people on the importance of living a healthy lifestyle from the inside out. So basically what we put into our mouth through our skin, right? We have a number of different products. In fact, we have over 400 consumable products. Keyword there, guys, is consumable, which is what makes our business thrive and is why we are such a smart business model. We have consumable products. So guess what? If you're ordering a protein shake, you love the protein shakes, and you're drinking a protein shake per day, and you run out of that protein shake at the end of the month, you're going to reorder that protein shake, right? You're going to reorder your moisturizer. You're going to reorder your body wash, your shampoo, your conditioner. So all of these things are consumable products. So you're constantly reordering, and that's what you want. If you're looking at any business at all, you want to be looking at a business that can provide both a service and a consumable product. Those are two really important key things to remember if you're looking at being in business for yourself. Like I said, we have a number of billion-dollar industries within our one unique opportunity. So skincare, nutrition, cosmetics, makeup, personal care. If you think of all of that, that's massive. Today, the health and wellness industry is the largest growing industry out there. So we're in the right industry, that's for sure. Some of the key features of our products, you guys may be thinking, you know, there's a lot of products out there. There are a lot of companies that are kind of popping up everywhere, whether it's cosmetics or nutrition or skincare, whatever it may be. But some of the key features of our products and some of the things that set us apart from other companies out there is that we are vegan, we are gluten-free, we're non-GMO, we're kosher, we are free from any synthetic dyes, fragrances, free from any artificial sweeteners, we're cruelty-free. We have no parabens, no PABAs, no cancer-causing carcinogens, no additives that are related to any type of hormonal deficiencies. We are, and the reason we can do that, and the reason we can ban all of these things, is because our products are formulated according to the European Cosmetics Directive. And what that means is that the European Union, guys, in order to be approved by the European Union, we have 1,400 ingredients banned in our products. Products that are only approved by Canadian and US FDA have 14 ingredients banned. So think about that, 1,400 versus 14. Now, Arbonne has even taken it a step farther because, like I said, we have the leading edge on the industry today because we've been in the business for 40 years, of course, right? So they went over and above that, and they banned an additional 600 ingredients. So in total, we have 2,000 ingredients banned in our products, which I mean speaks volumes. If you really, really think about that, think about, there's probably no one on this call, to be quite honest, that doesn't know of someone or has had it impact them directly, someone with cancer or someone with hormonal deficiencies. Autoimmune diseases are on the rise today. There's 4 people in this household, myself and 3 children, and 2 out of 4 people here, actually that's a lie, 3 out of 4 people in this house have an autoimmune disease. And I truly believe that that's related to the food that we put in our mouth and the products that we put onto our skin, right? What most people don't realize, and this is just a little scientific tidbit here, what most people don't realize is that your skin isn't just something that holds your body together, okay? Your skin is your largest organ. Anything that you put on your skin is in your bloodstream within the first 26 seconds. So if you are not willing to put it in your mouth, do not put it on your skin. Simple, right? It's really that simple. So we have no parabens, no PABAs, no formaldehyde donating preservatives, no sodium lauryl or lauryl sulfates, none of that stuff, okay? We're a very clean product. If you've never tried our products, I'd love for you to just give it a chance, give it a try. We do have amazing discounts this month. In particular, we have some pretty amazing deals and discounts going on until the end of this month. And we do have a great shopping program for our preferred clients, and we get free gifts and all kinds of fun stuff. So there's lots of fun stuff for you guys to get involved in if you're interested. And then the third point that I want to touch on is, of course, the business model. And I know that I've already told you guys that, you know what, I love the products, guys. The products are amazing. The products speak for themselves. The products sell themselves. I don't need to convince anyone to use the product, to try the product, for a couple of different reasons, right? People are looking for clean products. So boom, I have the clean product, right? People want a clean product that's within the price point. Boom, I have a product that's within the price point. So the product really sells itself, and a product that delivers results, and the products deliver results. So I don't really have to think about that too much. The product is the product. It's a great product. It takes care of selling itself. What I really, really love about it is our business model. So for a startup cost of $59 plus your products that you would purchase anyhow to use yourself and to promote, you can start your business. So I don't know how many people we have on this call that knows anything about small business. It doesn't matter if you know anything or you don't. But just speaking from my own experience, in the 25 years that I've been here, I've started up 2 different businesses, one in the oil and gas and one in the aesthetics industry. And I can tell you something, that cost me a lot more than a couple $100 to get going. It certainly cost me a lot more than $59, that's for sure. Any franchise, any business is going to cost you thousands of dollars to get started. So it's a very, very low risk investment to start a business. This month, even with the $59 to start your business is waived, and $0 this month. So this is what's really neat about Arbonne, is that they actually work with us consultants and help us promote and to grow our businesses as well. And they're really, really generous to us like that, and I'm really thankful for that. The really cool thing as well about starting this business is you don't need to go out there and start up a website and do all of your own graphics and advertisements and all that stuff. The infrastructure is there. The groundwork is done. It's laid for you. The training is there for you. You get training you would get training from myself or from Wendy, and you also get training from corporate Arbonne. You get a personalized e-commerce website. You get, there's apps. We have a shopping app. We even have our Pure Pay app. So that's our app where we get paid and we can go in and see what our paycheck was and stuff. And then we have our business app. So as long as you have a cell phone, like I said, you can work your business from anywhere. I am a busy mom of 3 children, and I could be anywhere working my business. I cannot tell you how many times I have worked my business from the football field. And you make it work. You fit it into the nooks and crannies of your life. Like Wendy said, the busy people are successful people. It's busy people that this business works for, because busy people know how to get things done. It's really that simple.
And I will say, I'm also technologically illiterate. So if I can make this work, anyone truly can.
And a lot of people say that, right? A lot of people absolutely have that input. So this is something, it is a turnkey business, guys. You don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a business going. It's a turnkey business that you can start tomorrow. You don't have to quit your job. You can do it part-time alongside something else that you're doing, exactly like Wendy is doing, exactly like what I'm doing. I still work my other business, but I will have to say, I'm pretty happy to say that I've been able to pull back on some of those hours and to focus a little bit more on my Arbonne, because financially, Arbonne has allowed me to do that with the compensation that I receive. So that's been pretty awesome. And what we do is we simply teach other people to use pure, safe, and beneficial products and to turn that expense into an income. So it really is exactly what I'm doing right now is what we do, right? The thing is, guys, is that what Petter realized about women in particular, I mean, we have men that do this business as well, but what Petter realized about women in particular, and all of you are going to be able to relate to this, is that women are really great at sharing, right? Wendy is drinking from a really nice mug right now, and I'm going to say to her, I love that mug. And she's going to say, yeah, it's my favorite mug. I drink from it all the time. I'm drinking my Arbonne tea out of my favorite mug that I bought at Chapters. And what am I going to do? I'm going to ask her about the tea, and I'm going to ask her about that mug. So guess what? I'm going to go to Chapters looking for that mug. Is Chapters going to pay me or pay Wendy for referring me and buying the mug? I'm not going to get a penny from that. But that Arbonne tea, guess what? I'm going to buy it from her. She's going to make money from referring me to that product. So all you're doing is redirecting spending. And if there's anything that women do, it's share. We know how to share. When we talk all the time, we talk about our new shoes. We talk about a new place that we visited. And then other people go there based on our reference, right? So Petter realized that about people. He realized that women are already giving recommendations to movies and their favorite restaurants or hotels or mug, a tea, whatever it may be, right? So what he realized was that as soon as us women have a positive experience with something, we get excited about it and we want to share it with others. And that's exactly what happened here. I was excited about not just the products. Wendy was using the products before me. I was excited about the business and what it was doing in my life. And like she said, we have a tight relationship. So she knew a lot of what my life looked like. And she knew that I was being real and honest, and it is what it is, right? And she saw what it was doing for my life, and that made the wheels start turning for her and go, well, wow, I mean, a little bit of extra money, sure, and I'll help you out, sure. Now she's gotten the big picture and is really starting to dream again, like we do when we're little girls, and go, okay, well, this could possibly do a lot more for me than what I ever imagined it could do for me, right? So that's one of the really cool things about the business as well, is that that's exactly what we're doing. We're just sharing. Everyone uses personal care products. If you were to think about all the things that you use today before you even left your house, right? You shower, you use your shampoo, your conditioner, your toothpaste, your deodorant, your moisturizer, the list goes on, right? And all you're doing is you're redirecting that spending. You're redirecting the spending of your personal care products into your shop, and then you're turning that expense into an income. And then other people start learning about what you're doing, just like you're learning about what Wendy is doing, and do the same thing. And that's how your business gradually builds. So instead of promoting another brand, you get to promote your own brand. You get to teach others to do the same. And then you make an income while you're doing it. It's pretty simple. It's a simple concept, right? The question then really comes down to, I'm just going to move on to my next slide here. The question comes down to what amount of monthly income would make a difference in your life. So for some people that may mean 500, for some people it may mean 1,000, for some people it may mean 5,000. It depends, right? Some people are just looking for a little bit of extra spending money. Maybe there's this holiday that you want to do and that's not in your budget right now. You want to save a little bit of extra money, or maybe you're saving for a house. Like, I don't know, right? maybe it isn't about the money at all. Maybe you're just looking for something different to get involved with and to get to know some great women and to actually plug into some great personal growth. Because as another side note, the personal growth and the culture of Arbonne is something that I've never experienced before. And let me tell you, it is, I can't even explain to you. I can't even put it into words, because it's one of those things where you just have to experience it to know it. I can't explain it to you. The culture is amazing. So nuts and bolts, and we'll get down to the compensation of what it looks like to earn with Arbonne. Okay, there are 4 management levels in Arbonne. There's no gray print. There's no fine print. There's no ifs and that's about it. They keep it really simple and really black and white. There are 4 levels of management. You decide that you want to do this business, and you sign on $59. And that's your consultant fee. And that gives you, like I said, your website, your infrastructure, all of your platform, your groundwork, your training. That gives you all of that for $59. And then your products to start your business, okay? Now, you're an independent consultant. Like Wendy said, I'm like, okay, let's get you moving and let's get working here and get you into district manager. District manager is the first level of management in the business. At district manager, you make anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month. Now, it can take you anywhere from 1 to 3 to 4 months to get to district manager. It all depends on you. Like Wendy said, she did it quickly. We just got her done, because that's how we like to do things. So that's anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month right there that you have that you're bringing into your wallet. As an area manager, the area manager is kind of the sweet spot in the business. It's actually one of my favorite levels to talk about, because at area manager, you're making an average of $1,500 to $5,000 a month. So for some people, that means that they can actually now give up that job and take this on as their full-time income. And for some people, it isn't. They just like to do both, which is fine as well. But it's a sweet spot because you have that ability to do that if you want, right? It gives you that freedom. Another really cool thing about this business is at this point in the business, your business becomes willable. So you can will it to your family. So God forbid something were to happen to you, that income that you've worked hard for and that you're making is now left to your family if something were to happen to you. So that's a pretty awesome gift. Third level is regional vice president. Regional vice presidents make an average of $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and it takes an average of 24 months to get there. At this level, the Arbonne gives you a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus for you to put towards your white Mercedes-Benz in your business. So that's a pretty cool level as well, because you get a car with no car payment and extra money for the month, and you're making a very healthy income at that point in the business. And guys, it takes an average of 24 months to get there, and it is tangible and it's doable. And sometimes, people can hear that and go, well, how long is that going to take? No, really, it'll take a couple, like I said, 24 months to get there on the average. And like Wendy said earlier, it really is up to you how far you want to go with this business and how fast you want to work it. This is your business. It's up to you. Nobody forces you or tells you to do anything that you don't want to do, okay? And then finally, there's national vice president. So this is the top of the company of 4 levels. That's your 4th level, your last level. National vice presidents make an average of $22,000 a month. There's no limit or no cap, and the average is 3 to 5 years to get to that. On top of that, what Arbonne does for you is you get paid travel to Maui and to Las Vegas once a year. So that's another amazing perk with this business, right? And really, there are many perks with this business. I have never worked corporately for anyone or know of anyone corporately that has this, but there's a cash bonus sitting on the table every single month for every person that is a consultant with Arbonne, whether you are an independent consultant, a district manager, a regional, whatever your level is, there's always a cash bonus sitting there for you to earn that month, which is really awesome. And it's very realistic, and it's very tangible, and it's very achievable, okay? And most people, many of us earn that bonus every month, right? So that's pretty awesome. And there are always annual incentives as well. The other thing that a lot of people don't realize is that with owning your own business, owning a business with Arbonne is no different than owning your own coffee shop or you know, owning your own construction business in the oil and gas industry or your own aesthetics business. There are tons of financial benefits of owning a business like this, because you get many write-offs with your taxes. So like your cell phone, your travel, your car expenses, all that kind of thing, right? That's all write-offs with your taxes. So it's a huge perk. It's a great advantage. Like we said, you can work this business from anywhere. Being able to work it from your cell phone is a great perk, a great advantage. And I don't know, I know I mentioned to you guys that health and wellness is the fastest growing industry out there today, but I want you guys to take a look at the screen that I'm sharing with you here for a second. So this is a year-to-date growth, and it's just a little visual of what's happening with Arbonne today. We are a company that's been around for almost 40 years. We've definitely had some changes, and we've evolved a lot as a company, and we are really at a ground floor level right now where there is so much room for growth. And we called this the Newfie Discover Arbonne because we're Newfies, and you guys are on here as Newfoundlanders, so we thought it was just kind of cool to do that. But for the other reason is that in Newfoundland, we do not have a saturated market at all of Arbonne consultants. So we're really looking to add people to the business in that demographic. There's really a need for us there, and there's a lot of room for growth, guys. So you really have potential there to grow your business and to do really well with this business. And there couldn't be a better time to do it. Our CEO that came over to us from Groupe Rouget has huge plans for us this year, and this has been an amazing year of growth. So as you can see on this screen, we all know how popular Amazon is, and Amazon is an online business, right? And you see that the growth this year has been 21.10%, okay? I like numbers, I like business logistics like this, so this speaks to me. We know how quickly Amazon is growing, because online shopping is becoming it's the way of the future. Like we see shops and retail stores shutting down all the time because people are shopping online. That's what we do. Women shop from the toilet, for goodness sakes, right? I mean, people are on their phones all the time, spending money, shopping. So Arbonne is growing at a 25.8%. That's our year-to-date growth. Think about that. Have a look at that. We have a faster growth rate than Amazon. That's a huge statistic right there from a business perspective. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted to share that with you guys, because it really does speak volumes, right? Okay, so I just talked a lot and threw a lot of information at you. This is being recorded so that if you guys wanted to have a listen again, you certainly could. If you guys have a pen and paper near you, that would be awesome. If not, maybe you have your phone or your computer, you can just jot a couple of notes, because I'm going to go through a couple of things, and then I'm going to throw a couple of questions at you guys and just do a little exercise. So be ready for that, okay? I'm just giving you a little warning. So I'm thinking that right now, I've got your wheels turning. I hope nobody is sleeping. I hope you're all still there. I can't hear any of you because I've muted, but you guys can, if you want to throw in some comments of anything that you've learned so far, or something that you didn't know about us that you've learned tonight, or if you have questions, please throw it in the chat, or like I said, in the text for Wendy. She's paying attention and taking notes there. So do that, because we love to get feedback, and that's part of the reason why we asked you on here tonight, was to receive some feedback and to just hear your thoughts on this. So I know that when I first heard about this business, it certainly wasn't something that I ever thought that I would do, guys. So my background was in corrections, and I worked in that for a while, and then I dabbled in different jobs and whatever for a while, and then I had kids, and then moved into the business side of things. And I have to say, I am pretty passionate about business, and I am an entrepreneur at heart. There's no doubt about that. But I never ever knew I was until this all started stirring and coming about. Although what I'm not at heart is network marketing or social marketing. I never thought that would be something that would be what I'm doing. And a lot of that was for these exact reasons that are listed on the screen right now. I always like to put these up and let people have a look at them, because at this point in the presentation, you're most likely, your wheels are turning. And I can bet you that if not all of these common fears and hesitations, if not all of them have come up in your mind, then at least one or two of them have come up, right? Like I said at the beginning of the presentation, I didn't have enough time. I was already running 2 businesses and busy with 3 children, and just had life happening, of course, right? I had no business spending money because I didn't have the disposable income to spend, to invest into a business. Not knowing enough people. No, it wasn't necessary that I didn't know enough people. I know people, but I really just didn't want to talk to people about it. I felt like I don't want to talk to my friends and family and tell them I'm doing one of those things. That was kind of what my mindset was at the time. Didn't understand the business model. It goes right back to, not wanting to talk to people about it, because to me, in my head, I had this picture in my head of what network marketing was, and it was actually a negative mindset that I had around it. And that was because I didn't understand it, because I wasn't educated on it. That's why. And not a salesperson, absolutely, was probably one of my number one hesitations. But you know what? I realized quickly in this business, guys, nobody likes to be sold to. And if I'm making you feel like I'm selling to you right now, then you need to call me out on it, because I'm not selling to you. I am sharing something with you that I am passionate about. It may be for you and it may not be for you. And either way is totally fine with me. So it's never about that. So I hope I was able to take away a couple of those, or at least ease a couple of those hesitations there for you if you're thinking of that in your head. Like I said, we just ask that you listen with an open heart and open mind. That was the nuts and bolts of the business. If you have more questions about the business, the compensation, the deals that we have this month, whether you are thinking, well, maybe I want to try some of the products, or you know what, this business might be for me, or you know what, I know such and such and she's been looking for something different. Who knows, right? I mean, whatever you have going on in your head right now, just send it off to us and we'll help you with it as much as we can. So I'm going to leave you guys with a couple of things. We're just about done here. The question that was asked to me when I got to know the person that introduced me to the product and started talking business with me, she asked me where I saw myself in 5 years. So I always like to ask people this: where do you see yourself in 5 years? What if you keep doing what you are doing right now? Where will you be in 5 years? The most important question there is, will you be happy? And I knew that if I kept doing what I was doing at that point in my life, almost 3 years ago, I knew I wouldn't be happy, because at that point in my life, I was trying to make things work that I knew deep down in my heart weren't going to work. And I was working more hours in my practice than I had ever worked since I had children, and I was missing out on my time with them. And the older these kids get, the more they need me as a mom. And that is actually a very true fact that all moms out there will attest to. The older your kids get, the more they need you and the more available you need to be. So that really hit home for me, hit a chord for me. Network marketing doesn't have to be your dream or passion. Network marketing was not my dream or passion, still is not my dream or passion. And in fact, I would probably guess that 99% of the people that own any business in network marketing, whether it would be Arbonne or anything else out there, they didn't go out there looking for that. And it certainly wasn't their dream or their passion. I didn't go out there looking for it. It landed on my lap. And I just decided to grab the bull by the horns and run with it. And it's worked for me, and it's been amazing. Your passion and your dream, oftentimes we get so caught up in the busyness of life and just in life in general, we forget to dream. And we forget, and we don't even know what it is we're passionate about and what our purpose is, right? But I want you to think about, if you could pay for whatever your dream or passion is, would it be worth it to do something like this? Because something like this business has enabled so many people out there to do things that they never thought they would be able, or they would ever get the opportunity to do in this life. You get one chance on this earth, right? You get one life. And I've seen women in this business from all walks of life. And like, I always say women, because of course the majority are women, but there are men too. So I've seen people in this business and other moms that, that really stands out to me, just being a mom myself, that are doing massive things and making massive changes in their communities and in their networks out there. And it's because this business has given them the time freedom and the financial freedom to go do that. So essentially, if you decided tonight to do this business, if you actually ask yourself, Instead of asking yourself, you know, what if I signed up to do this? And what if it didn't work? I want you to ask yourself, what if it did work? And I want you to think about this. There's 3 things that can happen to you if you decided to do this as a business. If one of you girls or all of you girls decided tonight, you know what, Wendy, we're going to do this with you. We're going to jump on that bandwagon and let's just see where we take this thing, right? If you guys decide to do that tonight, there's 3 things that could happen. You could sign up. You could try the product. You could not like the product and go, change your mind. I don't want to do this. We have a 45-day money back guarantee. So 45 days, you get to try the product, return it, and get your money back. Done. And that's really cool. And that speaks volumes as a company, right? Because we have a less than 1% return rate, and we have 45 days for you to return that product and get your money back. So think about that. Where do you get to go do that? Well, other than Costco, right? But it's a pretty awesome thing to have that backing, right? That's the one thing that can happen. Second thing that can happen is that you like the product, you get the product at a discount, just like Wendy was saying. You share it with some family and friends, just like Wendy said, and you earn a little bit of side money, just like she's been doing. That's the second thing that can happen, right? The third thing that can happen is that you build a multi-million-dollar global online business, and you're taking back control of your finances, of your time, and ultimately your life. And that's exactly where I'm at right now. I am working toward building my multi-million-dollar business. I have no doubt in my mind that I will hit the top of this company. I have 0 doubt in my mind that I will get there. I have 0 doubt in my mind that Wendy will get there. I have 0 doubt in my mind that everyone on our team has the ability to get there. Anyone can do this. You don't have to be any type of special person for this business to work for you. You just got to have a little bit of determination. You got to have a little bit of grit, and you got to want it. You got to want change. So I want you to really think about those 3 things. It really is a minimal risk business. There is no risk. There is nothing to lose, right? So think about those 3 things. It's something to chew on for a little bit. And then, just like I had mentioned before, sorry, my dog is barking. Just like I had mentioned before, guys, about the pen and paper and writing down the question for you guys, I have a couple of things I just want to ask you guys. Sorry, I'm distracted. Like I said, we like your feedback. We'd just like to hear what you guys thought of the presentation, and any feedback you have, we appreciate that. And I really want to thank you guys again for coming on, because without people like you willing to participate and willing to support us, then this business couldn't happen, right? We couldn't do this. We couldn't get the word out there. And really, that's our goal, is to just get the word out there and to show people and to teach people that there are other opportunities out there and that this is available to anyone. So I'm going to give you guys 3 things here to think about, and to text us on, or chat, or to text Wendy, actually. So this is an opportunity to win a free gift if you would like to. So what I'm going to do is ask you to reply to Wendy on the text that she sent you, maybe, or if you just want to shoot her a text, that's okay too. So what you're going to reply with is, you're going to reply with a number 1, a number 2, or a number 3, okay? And everyone that replies to Wendy from today until this time tomorrow, so we're giving it a 24-hour time block, and the reason why I'm doing that is because we have several people that couldn't get on at this time. We have some people, like I said, it's a global business, so we have people in all different time zones, right, that couldn't get on because of the time zone. So we're sending this recording to a few people so that everyone has a fair opportunity to win some free product. As a thank you for doing this for us, guys. So number 1. The number 1 is, I want you to send her the number 1 if you're interested in a product at a discount. So if you're interested in product at a discount, text her number 1. If you're interested in possibly making a little bit more money, but you have a few more questions and you have some more, a few hesitations, you just want to chat about it a little bit, text her number 2, okay? If you're like, you know what? I want to do this. I want to jump in with these girls because these girls rock and this is going to be awesome. And you're ready for change and you just want to make some money and you want to make a difference in your life and in other people's lives. If that's something you want to do, then I want you to text her the number 3. Now, the first thing I want to tell you guys is that by texting any of these numbers, I don't want you to feel like you're committed to anything. You're not committed to anything. All you're doing is just saying, you know what? You piqued my interest and I just want to hear a little bit more. Because tonight what we gave you is just the nuts and bolts, and there is more to share if you want to hear more. So I'm going to leave it at that. And then tomorrow evening, Wendy and I will do the draw and find out who the winner is. And I really hope that that you decide to partner with us and that you set yourself on a new path. You truly, truly have nothing to lose, but you potentially have everything to gain. I want you to think about what Wendy said. It was very key. She had said she started this business to help me out, to support me, and to possibly just get her products at a discount and make a little bit of extra money, right? But her vision has gotten bigger, and she's on a mission here. She's on a mission. And so I just want to thank you guys again. Like, thank you for getting on and having a listen. I know we went over a little bit on our time. It's really hard to keep it tight. So I hope you guys are all okay with that. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Wendy, do you have anything to add? Or does anyone have anything to add? I'm going to unmute everyone. And then, yeah, let's see.
I thought that was great. I just want to thank you, Connie, for sharing. Always love listening to you talk about something that you're so passionate about. And I also want to say thanks to everyone for hopping on and just giving me a little bit of your time. I really, really appreciate it. So send me your 1, 2, or 3, and we'll do a draw tomorrow night for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. It was great to see all of you guys on there. Wish I would have gotten to see more faces, but some of the names I do recognize just from Wendy chatting and stuff. But thanks so much again for getting on here. And yeah, please do just reach out to Wendy, and then we'll be chatting. Have a good night. See you.